Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's a weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, January the 14th, National Dress Up Your Pet Day, National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, Ratification Day, and National Vision Board Day. Sunday, the 15th of January, National Bagel Day, National Booch Day, National Hat Day,
National Booch Day.
and National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. You don't know what Booch is?
No, do you?
Oh, Heidi, what are you, kind of like out of the loop or something?
Clearly.
National Booch, it's celebrated in the U.S. to pay tribute to kombucha tea. So it's kombucha. It's just short for kombucha. That's how we cool people say it.
I'm not a fan. Have you ever had kombucha?
I've never even heard of it. So no, I've heard of it. I've not.
Not a
had it.
fan.
All right. Well, in addition to all of those things happening this weekend, I have a guest joining me as well. Mr. Jordan Goodman. He is America's Money Answers Man, and we're getting all the answers about financial things coming up. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. It seems we're getting sick and tired of working from home. Wait, we are? According to a survey, 8 in 10 of us are ready to do our jobs from vacation. I'm one of those. In a poll of 2,000 remote and remote flexible workers, 80% would consider working remotely from a vacation destination as a way to extend the length of their trip. When asked to choose between a longer trip that involved some remote work and a shorter trip that required no work, twice as many respondents opted for the longer trip with some work involved, 46 versus 26%.
We work everywhere we go anyway, so it really doesn't matter to...
And the thing is, if you could work remotely from vacation, and you only have to get a little bit of stuff done and then go enjoy the rest of the vacation, that's a good way to go. I do it a lot, and I like it.
Yeah, and if you can still get paid that whole time, that's fantastic. So you're getting a paid vacation?
Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be getting paid?
You don't get paid.
Okay.
I mean, a typical job would get paid.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that energy drinks can cause hair loss in men? Yeah.
Really?
According to
not
researchers
know.
in China, they found those who swill down large quantities of energy drinks, as well as fizzy drinks and sports drinks, and even sweetened tea and coffee, are at greater risk of suffering from male pattern hair loss.
Yikes.
They just mentioned almost anything you can drink, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. In their study, those who consume more than one sweetened drink per day were found to have a 42% greater risk of experiencing hair loss compared to men who didn't drink any of those beverages. So, is your energy drink the reason that you are losing your hair? Not for sure. But who knows? Maybe
those things
will
are
help.
nasty, man. They're so
I'm not a
bad for
fan.
you.
There's folks that like them, but I'm not one of those people. So I don't know.
To me, they taste like cough medicine.
It kinda does.
But I just meant they're so bad for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, apparently they're helping some guys lose their hair as well. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The sequel to the highest-grossing movie of all time will now easily break even at the box office, according to writer-director James Cameron. Eyebrows raised before the film was released, Avatar: A Way of Water would need to be the third or fourth biggest grossing film in history just to break even. Well, as of last weekend, it's the seventh highest grossing picture of all time. And they're still at the theater. So they're saying it's gonna break even for sure and probably make some money.
Okay.
Homeland star Claire Daniels and fellow actor Hugh Dancy will be welcoming another baby into the family, so congrats to them. And could Brad Pitt be hanging it up? Page 6 quoted a source saying the Bullet Train star, of all the movies he's in, that's the one, Bullet Train star, Brad Pitt. I could think of a dozen other movies I would use. Brad Pitt claimed he's preparing to step back from Hollywood. He sold a majority stake in his production company, Plan B. And there's a film that says they produced films like the recent Marilyn Monroe film Blonde. But he's wanting to live a peaceful life going forward.
Good
and
for him.
Wants to see what semi-retirement looks like.
Good for him.
So,
everybody deserves
I think so.
To relax.
Little break.
Yep.
Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I'm not sure that I would want to do this, but a new floating retreat resort in the United Arab Emirates will feature a line of tents suspended 100 meters, that's 328 feet in the air.
Oh, that's a big no way for me.
Set to be built in the mountains of Sahara. Up to 10 canopies would stretch between rocky peaks. The floating retreat.
Oh, no way.
It was dreamed up by Dubai-based design studio Ard Architects. The company says their new typology of hospitality will boast tents that are essentially floating hotel rooms that are suspended from the side of a mountain. And they come with room service, entertainment, and Wi-Fi. Each room also has its own bathroom and access to a 5-star spa at the top of the mountain. What? The reception area is located on the ground floor.
Wow.
And offers amenities such as concierge, restaurant, and private guided tours of the mountain. Guests will be able to adjust the suspension of their tent themselves.
Sounds like such a horrible idea.
Everything about this sounds dangerous. I'm trying to just read it. And Heidi, you're kind of taking me off track here. The side fabric of the tent is made of a blur fabric, while the front is made of a clear material to provide uninterrupted views. The company says the tranquil and serene atmosphere of the floating retreat will provide guests with the opportunity to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of daily life. No open date has yet been set, but if you want to see what I'm talking about, I do have a link to this. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com, and this whole thing kind of looks like origami to me, and it just, again, I don't think I could do this. And the elevator looks like a pup tent that's hooked to a couple of ropes. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for this, so I'll let somebody else go first. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest today is Jordan Goodman. He is America's Money Answers Man. He's literally written the book, I think about 13 of them, on the topic of finances and investing and all kinds of things that are related to money. And we're going to talk to him about that today. And right now, the thing that's fun, Jordan, we talk about once a month. And every time we talk to you, lately, it seems like there's a lot of stuff going on in the financial world. And some of the stuff we're going to talk about right now is kind of tied to politics, isn't it?
Well, it does. We had this kind of very difficult procedure to get the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, elected. And he's in a very weak position to get things done because he had to agree that at any moment they could have a snap election and throw him out as Speaker. He's going to have to do some major things like get a budget through, raise the national debt ceiling, And I think people are going to be worried about that. We really don't want to default on national debt. It would cause a financial catastrophe around the world, and we don't want to go there.
And the thing that's interesting about this chapter is this is kind of uncharted territory. We've never really been here before, so I don't know if anybody really knows quite what to expect right now.
Well, we've come close to defaulting on national debt, but there's always been a last-minute compromise. That happened in 2011. I mean, there's been several times when we got close to it, but in the end, they always relented and raised the national debt ceiling, and we avoided defaulting on the national debt. But this time may be different because he's got to get the House to agree to it, and then he's got to get the Senate to agree to it. And he's saying on the House side, they're not going to raise the national debt ceiling if they don't agree to major spending cuts like in Social Security and Medicare, which the Democrats are never going to agree to. So that's what's unique about the situation. It seems to be more intractable than in the past.
So basically, we take this gigantic unknown and we add this to the already weird things that have been happening the last couple of years. And 2023 is going to be a year that we have no idea what's going to happen, do we? It's going to be interesting, though.
Well, it is. I mean, there's some good things that are happening. Inflation seems to be coming down to some extent. I mean, we had that recent unemployment report, which was quite strong, 3.5% unemployment rate, which is the lowest we've had in a long, long time. And wages are rising at a slower rate, 4.6% instead of 5.5%. So that's encouraging the financial markets, feeling that inflation is coming down and the Federal Reserve will not have to keep raising rates all of 2023. So that's the hope out there right now.
Well, with it being January, there are some folks who made New Year's resolutions to get their financial world in order. And do you have some ideas on things that maybe would be a good first step towards getting my financial world in order?
Certainly pay your debt down would be a good thing. A lot of people took on a lot of debt during the holidays, and the bills are coming in now, so they're going to be not too happy about that. One thing they could do is a 0% balance transfer offer. A website for that is myguidetocreditcards.com, and transfer their balances from a high interest rate, whatever, 18, 19%, down to 0% for a year or so, and then they can hopefully pay that off and not spend up the credit cards again. That's certainly a thing you want to do, is to get out of debt at the beginning of the year if you possibly can.
That is fantastic advice. Now, there are some people who maybe don't have a lot of debt, and they're looking at maybe investing. And with, again, everything being as bizarre as it's been, are there any places in 2023 where you would feel comfortable saying, hey, this might be a good place for somebody to invest if they're trying to maybe do this for the first time?
Well, clearly what's safe is treasuries. I mean, assuming we don't default on national debt, you can get about 4.5% on short-term treasuries, 3-month, 2-year treasuries, without having the volatility of the stock market. Another thing is I-bonds, inflation-protected bonds. You can get about 9.6%. The maximum you can put into that is $10,000. So those are two very safe places for your money. A year ago, you would have earned 0, but now you're earning 4.5% or so.
Fantastic. Now, Jordan, if somebody would like to know more and they'd like to reach out, your website, moneyanswers.com, has a wealth of information. Is it best to just reach out right through that website?
The easiest way to get me is my email, jordan@moneyanswers.com. I help lots of your listeners all the time. You really want to take charge of your finances here in 2023.
I think that's great advice. Jordan, thanks for your time. I appreciate it as always.
Okay, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Again, Jordan Goodman, he is America's Money Answers man. We talk to him about once a month. He's got a website you can go to if you'd like to learn more. And like I said before, he's written several different books on several topics that have to do with finances, whether it's investing, paying off debt, all the different things that you can do. You can find those as well, all at his website, moneyanswers.com. And I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are more public libraries in the United States than Starbucks or McDonald's. But people always notice the Starbucks and McDonald's. You just don't notice the public libraries.
You know how long it's been since I've been to a library?
It's
That's
been a
something I should probably
We should. Let's do
bring
it.
back into my life.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Technically, freshwater fish is not really seafood, but people still call it that. But it's technically not.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Whale sharks have teeth on their eyeballs. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There's at least one instance of identical snowflakes. So, you know, when they always say no two snowflakes are ever the same.
Whatever.
Well, in 1988, 2 snowflakes collected from a Wisconsin storm were confirmed to be twins. They did this confirmation at an atmospheric research center. And I bet that place is a ball of fun to hang out. What are you guys doing? When you look at snowflakes to make sure that no 2 are exactly the same. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
Brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. This runs on about 20 watts of power, the same as the light bulb in your refrigerator. What is it? What runs on 20 watts of power?
I have no idea.
Your brain. Yeah. Your brain.
Who figured wattage of a brain?
I don't know. They probably used
There's no way. I would have never guessed that in a million
Well,
years.
it's because your brain apparently doesn't have enough watts.
Oh, my gosh.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A British company has developed the world's first tractor to be completely powered by cow excrement. Yeah, New Holland's brand new machine runs on liquefied methane, allowing farmers to decrease their emissions and save money on expensive diesel.
I have no problems with that. I
Yeah.
think that's
The
fantastic.
company says the fuel can easily be produced by methane from cow pies. Waste byproducts from a herd as small as 100 cows are turned into a fuel called fugitive methane in a storage unit based on the farm. The groundbreaking machine was developed by a British company, Goodman, and they say it's going to be like match power-wise for the performance of a standard diesel power tractor.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's very cool.
Finally, something useful.
Well, there's all kinds of useful stuff.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Hey, this is weird news, so I thought it was weird, but yeah, it's also
I don't think it
useful.
is weird. I think it's great.
It's weird. That's why it's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We've got the final piece of the most anticipated movies of 2023. If you missed any, you can find all of them in the show notes. Dune Part 2, November 3rd is when that'll be coming out. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, November 7th is when that will come out. Wonka, December 15th. It says Timothy Chalamet stars as the eccentric chocolatier in the musical fantasy prequel. It revolves around the adventures of a young Willy Wonka and how he met the Oompa Loompas. And the final thing on the list here, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, December 25th. So same folks, just doing another version of it. So
I think I speak for a lot of people when I say I would like to see something unique and original instead of all these remakes.
I think
and
everything we talked about
reimaginings
is very unique. It's all the same as something that was done before, but they're doing a unique spin on it, Heidi. See? All right, there you go. That's the list. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. mintervention.com. That's mintervention.com.
Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. And our quote today is from George W. Bush, who says, he was saying this at a graduation, "To those of you who received honors, awards, and distinctions, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too can be president of the United States." I think that's funny. All right. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Time now for some good news. We like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. I think this is kind of a cool story. Local businesses' act of kindness helps a blind woman ride a bicycle again. Okay, this is the United Kingdom. A woman lost her sight, feared she would never be able to ride a bike again. She's back on two wheels thanks to a business and an act of kindness. This is kind of cool.
Very
Jeanette
sweet.
Stevens, an avid cyclist, lost her eyesight when she was 34. Years later, she began cycling with the help of Charlotte Tandems. It's a charity which loaned her a tandem bicycle for a year after teaching her how to ride one. A tandem bicycle is a form of bicycle designed to be ridden by more than one person. It says when the year was up, the bicycle had to be returned, but one of the charity's old tandems was up for sale, although it was not in usable condition. The charity was selling the tandem for just £50. So she said, I had a word about it in the Newark Cycles. I think she means she talked to them about it. I wasn't sure that I should buy the thing because my budget is tight, but Simon at Newark Cycles said that I should get it, and he could help get it all done and get it, all rolling for just the £50. If they can't get it fixed, he'll give the £50 back.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Wow, that's pretty
She
reasonable.
bought it, took it to the shop. They got it all put together, and they repaired the bike, and they did it as a gift. It says I was running around bouncing, overjoyed, telling everybody about it. Short time later, the tandem was ready, equipped with new tires and chain cogs, handlebars, stems, brakes, gears, cables, everything. It's like a brand new bike. It was really special for her, said the owners of the company there. She had tears in her eyes, not just because of the bike, but because of the kindness that they had shown. She was very worried she would never get to cycle again, and this is allowing her to do that. So the thing that's neat is I guess I never thought of that, but she was an avid cyclist before, so now she's on the back of the cycle, and somebody else is steering, but she still gets to pedal and still gets to have the freedom and
and
feeling
be
of
out
life.
in the fresh
How
air.
cool is
And
that?
that is pretty cool.
Never
I
thought
love
of that
that
before. I love it too. I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.